Hey guys, I just wanted to make another little video. I know I've posted a lot today. Just a little video explaining what certain areas of cognitive function actually are. Because last time I talked about the broad abilities, but I didn't really go in depth on what they are. So, there's a few really important ones that you'll see come up a lot. There's your fluid intelligence, crystallized intelligence, and working memory. Those ones can get you a pretty good understanding of intelligence. There's a lot more, but let's start with those. Crystallized intelligence is your learned knowledge. What it really is it's an outward representation of your memory. Basically, the better your memory is, the more you're constantly learning. So the more stuff you pick up, the total amount of stuff you know is really just dependent on your memory. And then next is your fluid intelligence, stuff like your pattern recognition, um, deductive reasoning, things like that, or quantitative reasoning. That stuff is part of your fluid intelligence. That's your ability to solve novel problems, all of that. And it's a really core component of why we're better than computers at certain things. Because a computer can do all this math, it has all this RAM and stored knowledge, but it can't reason. It can just solve basic problems given an algorithm. It has sequential reasoning, which is another subsection, basically just applying a process, but it can't do other things. Finally, then there's working memory. Working memory is where everything you're actively working with is housed in your brain. So if I want to, let's say, do a math problem, I need to have the first number, let's say a multiplication problem, 10 times 20. I need 10 in my working memory, 20 in my working memory, and then I need to be able to store the output. So 10 times 20. Then I just use quantitative reasoning for my fluid intelligence, and I take from my crystallized intelligence to know how to multiply, load those into my working memory, and just do the math. Then I get an output. And that output might just leave my working memory and just be gone, or it might go to my long-term memory, things like that. Or I might say it. Whatever happens with it is just whatever happens with it. That's the main structure. Then there's visual spatial intelligence, which is similar to fluid, but it is a distinct factor. It's like mental rotations, length estimations, things like that. It's a really good predictor of general intelligence, but it's not all that useful in modern days anymore. Thanks for watching. Have a nice night.